Hello everybody, my name is Jagiero and welcome back to another episode of Jagiland. In the last episode, I was working on the End Island and I was working on this stupid water vortex thing to go into the End Portal. And it was crap. It was. It really was. The effort was just not put in to that particular build, or it was, but it didn't work out how I wanted it to. And I've made some changes since then. Okay, it turns out water is actually very difficult to kind of manipulate into the shape that you want it to go into. And I've just abandoned it. Essentially, I've just abandoned that particular build. I'm going to try that. I'll try something similar to that in a different build in the future. But for this build, as you can see, I've already made some changes, okay? So I've just changed the shape of the top area here. We had a full dome before, and I've just sort of cut them off a little bit, made it a little bit smaller, and added in this fancy bridge here with the end rods and some purple and thing underneath. And yeah, I like it. It's okay. And then at the beginning of it here, you can see it's just cut off because I forgot this island is supposed to be kind of ruined, so it ruined it, okay? And we've just got these little bits dotted around the place. This could work, okay? Just give it time, okay? Let it breathe. It will work. Now, let me show you if I can do this with the appropriate buttons to get cinematic mode. Oh, it's beautiful. I've been sick, okay? I've been quite ill. I actually got ill towards the end of the last video, is why I had to cut it short. And I've been doing some work since then, though. Just off camera, because if I attempted to record, my voice would it died. Okay, so I wouldn't be able to speak. So I decided to just do a whole bunch of work off camera, and I made this. Now this is sort of supposed to resemble something to do with the end cities kind of thing. Yeah. But I quite like this. It's very repetitive, okay? So it's just a cylinder with some fancy stuff on the wall, but it's pretty good. I don't mind it. You know what? It feels pretty good to jump into the end portal from here, and that's what I ultimately wanted. So I did a thing. Okay. All right. So that's it. Goodbye. Episode over. See you next time. If you enjoyed the video... No, okay. How do I get the stupid cinematic mode off? There we go. Okay, very nice. Alright, so I've got a lot of work to do on this island. I am going to build all these fancy ruins and stuff that I've been talking about. I've gathered a whole bunch of purple, and I see there's some more ready there for me. Very well. Very nice. Very good. And essentially, I'm just going to build some buildings and then ruin them, pretty much. Not all of them, some of them will stay intact, but we have to hide this end portal here and then just do some random buildings about the place. I think I'll do some sort of bridge across here as well. We'll see how that's going to work. It's quite a big gap. Maybe not then. Yeah, we'll have a look. We'll have a go anyway and see what we can come up with. Okay, so what I want for this area here is just essentially like a mini kind of castle sort of build. I've left my blocks over there. Okay. So what I'll do is I'm going to start this, and I'll come back to you when I've made some progress, and we'll go from there. Actually, I've decided just to do an early time-lapse in the video, just to show you guys the sort of process of building this castle keep kind of build, just to house the nether portal for this island. Now, this entire island build really should have been wrapped up and done last episode, but as I mentioned, I got ill, and I'm still ill, or rather, I am ill again. I sort of got rid of this. It's just literally just a cold. You can probably hear it in my voice. It's literally just a cold. I got rid of it. I went to work and I got it back again from someone. I don't know. Maybe they've coughed in my general direction, or what's most likely is I've sworn at them for being crap at their job and they've spat at me. It happens all the time. It's fine. And yeah, so I'm ill again. And also, I have badgered my hamstring, and that is me using a random word to substitute for a swear word. I've absolutely badgered my right hamstring, and I'm not like in agony or anything, but I definitely notice it. The pain is noticeable if I ever, move. I almost walk with a limp, and that's rather frustrating. If I try to like bend down for anything, it just like niggles at you. And I have to use my other leg, and I'm not used to it, and I feel like an old man. And it's my birthday at the end of the month, and I'm feeling it. I am feeling my age right now, put it that way. I'm not even that old. I'm really not that old. Please tell me I'm not that old. It's fine. Let's move on from talking about feeling old to let's talk about Hermitcraft Season 7. So Hermitcraft Season 7 has begun, and I'm really excited because it means that all the hermits are back making videos again, and I've got tons and tons of videos to watch, so it's really, really awesome. So I like to watch videos by Mumbo, Iskal, Zizuma, False Symmetry, Impulse SB, Vintage Beef, who else? What's his face? Tango Tech. Tango Tech enjoys videos as well as Mr. BOO. As you guys should know from the bajillion times that I mentioned him per episode, I really enjoy BOO's content, and right now he's doing this kind of roleplay thing with Doc M, and I have to say I'm not a huge fan of the roleplay stuff, but, you know, it's fine. I just want to see him build, you know what I mean? I just want to see him build. And he's finishing up Building with BOO Season 2, and I'm kind of hyped because it hopefully means he's doing Season 3. I think he's just got the world tour to do for Season 2, and then he's done with that world and he's starting a new one. And I kind of hope he moves into building in creative. I would really like to see that. I get a little bit frustrated with his single player series because he doesn't make any farms, which means that he generally doesn't have, you know, resources. He doesn't have as many resources as he should have. He uses crappy tools. You know, all this kind of thing. Doesn't have enchants. He wears crappy gear. It's just frustrating to see. You know, I actually would really love to just be able to go into his world and just build him a load of farms, like a Prismarine farm. He really, really could do with that. So I really hope that he actually does work in creative. I think that'd be a really good idea for him because he has the survival series with Hermitcraft. He has that sort of survival outlet for that content, and he could really, really benefit from building in creative. I've seen a lot of amazing creative builders, and I'm really, really jealous. There's another guy that I watch called Jagiero. That is Jera Craft. He's really good. He's from Gibraltar. He does an amazing build. Well, he does several amazing builds, but he has a single player world called Kingdoms of Greymane, and it is absolutely stunning. It's an amazing build, and I do suggest if you are looking for creative builders, do definitely check him out. He does other stuff as well, does other random builds, and he's got quite a few years worth of content as well that is really, 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 really worth checking out. But okay, enough rambling. Let's get back to the action. Okie dokie, so I've pretty much finished this main building here. This is just for a place to put the ender portal, essentially, but, you know, it's okay. It's a little bit spammy, I'm not going to lie. It's very Jagiero, but it kind of works, so that's alright. So let me just take a little bit of a better view from over here. So this is the side. So it's very, very spammy, but that is the Jagiero way, so that's fine. I've not altered the terrain around it. I've just left it as it was. Yeah, it kind of works. Let's go inside and take a quick look, shall we? Okay, so nothing particularly fancy in here, just a whole bunch of purple, stone, and the end stone, essentially. And that is stupidly loud. I'm kind of afraid to go into the portal because I've seen some creepers go through there, so that's going to be interesting. Let's take a trip to the top, okay? We'll just go up to the top of one of these towers here, and you can actually walk along the battlements here, so that's quite nice. Nothing significant, but, you know, it kind of works. It's just literally just a place to put the end portal and some beds. I could probably do with some glowstone. Do I have any glowstone on me? I don't. Okay, we'll just use some of this because this is not lit up. But that's fine. Okay. I've got them up there, so that's all right. Yeah, I've just thrown some leaves about the place as well, just to make it look a little more lived in. and weathered and stuff. I don't want to ruin this one too much, to be honest. You know, I mentioned that I do want to do ruins in this actual island, but I don't want to. I don't want to ruin this one. It's too precious. Okay, so we're just going to leave this one as it is. But I would like to build a little tiny building on camera. Really, I don't want to do too much around this place. You know, it's not anything significant. Essentially, the island is literally just for the portal. So, yeah. But what we can do is just do a little mini tower over here. I think, and this will be something that I'll repeat around the island, methinks. Okay, so let's get a few blocks here. So we'll have some pillars, some of those, get them out of my face. I'll have one of those. Where's the stone ones? There's the stone ones. Excellent. So, very simple style here. Where should we go? Let's just take a look. Let's take a step back here. Let's start here. Okay, I feel good about that. Okay, and then we'll use pillars, plop, plop, plop. Like so, and then get that out of my face, blah, blah, blah. We will link them with some stairs. So this is a kind of design that I've used a lot, even in Jagiland itself, but it's okay. You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So, yeah, that's the thing. Okay, a pillar on top here. So we're just going to link these together. Like so, and then just extend the top section. I don't really know. I don't want to call this like a lookout tower or anything like that because it's so small that probably won't be realistic, I think, but well, why not? It's fine. Okay, so we'll just do this. This is just like a little hidey tower. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. Let's just stick those on there for now. Actually, I'll probably change that for a pillar block. I really like the purple pillar blocks because they you can place them directionally. Where are they? In my face already. There. You can place them directionally, so you can either have this design or this one. Now, this one is a little bit flat. I'm not going to lie, but it kind of works. So let's just do that for these ones. Like so, and then you can probably guess that we're going to go up. Yes. Up like so. And the reason I'm building this on camera is because I've had some people complaining. Okay. Some people have gone through older episodes of Jagiland and complained that I don't show me placing every single block. So that they can't follow on the actual video how to build the build. Well, I'm sorry. I don't want my episodes to be, 400 hours long, okay? I'm not venting, it's fine. Okay, we're just going to extend these up to there, probably. Okay, so, and then we'll do near that, maybe? I'm just kind of winging it at this point. Like that. We'll stick some slabs. What have we got? We have no end stone slabs, so I guess we'll go with the purple slabs for that. And then let's go with that down there, that on there, stick that on there, like so. And that should be a very, very simple tower. Done. Okay, it needs some work. It does need some work. So let's go with weird noises. Part of Jagiland tradition, shall we say? Put that like that. That. Okay. I'm sorry for sniffling, but I'm afraid my cold or whatever this is just not going away. I think I've had the sniffles for roughly about 3 weeks now, so it's a little bit frustrating. Okay, so very simple, but that's the kind of thing that I want dotted about the island. So I'll have probably 3 or 4 more of these around the place, and then we'll do some slightly larger buildings as well. And then we'll maybe ruin a few of them as well, okay? My method of ruining them is essentially get some TNT and blow up the top of them, and then scatter some blocks about the place. I think that works. Okay, alrighty. Okay, so I'm going to build a few more of these around the place, and then work on some other buildings, and then get back to you when I've made some significant progress. Alright? Alright. Alright, so I'm just working on one of the larger towers here. I've dotted a few of the smaller ones about the place. I think I've done 3 or 4? I don't even know. And I just thought I would show you the working for the larger one. So, very similar. Very, very similar. But it works. The style that I'm going for this island, so there. I realised earlier on when I was complaining about someone going through my videos and moaning that I didn't show the sort of the working process of each block in everything, in every build. I do understand, and I realised I came across as maybe a little bit mean. But yeah, I'm the first one myself to say that I also enjoy seeing the building process and builds and stuff. I always felt that people like BOO should show more of the thought process behind choosing different blocks and stuff, and then actually building the builds. But you know, it's something you just have to understand. I ran out of endstone bricks. There we go. Okay, one. I'll just get 1 stack for now. Bunch of that. Actually, very nice. Very good. So this stuff is actually it's very easy to come by. So it's quite nice that I can have a rather large stock of it, which has been especially useful for these particular builds, obviously. But yeah, I'll be the first person to say that I also do enjoy seeing the building process myself. So I can understand that, and I'm definitely not. I'm definitely not trying to be mean about it. Okie dokie, so I think I've finished this tower as well. As you can see, nothing on the inside, but I don't really care too much about the insides. So let's just take a step back. And isn't that beautiful? No, it's actually not quite finished. I obviously need to throw in some more end rods and stuff. I'm running a little bit low on them, so I'm feeling kind of cheap on them. I might just put them on the top sections there. But other than that, yeah, it's pretty much done. It feels a bit tall. Why does that? If I lower that one and then choose something like that, and then right, calm down. Yeah. What about one of these instead? Yeah, that's better. Okay, I don't mind that. Okay. Okay, so I'll just swap those out, and then this one will be done. I'll do a few more towers about the place, and then I just need to throw around some, like, random blocks. If you look over here, I think it was over here. Maybe I might be talking out of my butt. There we go. Okay, it's over here. So I've just thrown about some random blocks in the water, and actually this kind of works. So I'll do that about the place, and then on the actual land as well, just to signify that there was a building there of some description. And then there's a whole bunch of leaves I've got to throw about the place, and that's going to be pretty much it. I hope. I really hope. Alrighty, so I've done a whole bunch of work around the place, and I think I'm pretty much done. I mentioned previously that I wanted to do ruins, and do you know what? For these towers that I've built, I do this a lot, okay, where I say, I'm going to do some ruins, okay? I'm going to do a whole bunch of ruins around this place, and I build these tower structures, and I don't want to ruin them. And that's happened again. I kind of just don't want to ruin them. I just kind of like the look of how they are right now. Adding the leaves and stuff, that helps a lot, so that should be okay. I've added a whole bunch of these around the place, and having them grow up just like randomly all over the place actually looks kind of cool. I think I probably need a few more, but that's okay. I can do such a thing as this. But essentially, I'm done. I don't think there's anything I would really like to add. You know, I've added some sort of ruined structures, pre-ruined structures like this, and up here I've got this one as well. These stupid cows are so annoying. I keep leading them over to the other side of the island, and they just wander back here all the time. And what happens is I'm stood here just like gathering stuff out of the chests and that, which I need to move, by the way. I'm gathering stuff out of the chests, and they nudge me constantly. So like I'll be stood here, and then eventually I'll end up like over here. It's like, ugh. I've had to resist the urge to kill them. Funnily enough, I am actually very low on steak, so we'll see. But I'm not going to be in the area anymore anyway, so I might as well just leave them where they are. So a whole bunch of leaves and stuff about the place. Let's talk torches. They are awful, and I hate them. And I've tried to do lighting like this in a lot of places, but honestly, it just takes so long that torches is just easier. So I'm just going to leave that as they are for now. It's not really something I care about too much or have cared about on other builds anyway, so he's fine. He's fine. Okay, so coming around to this side of the island, I showed you this tower. I've got another ruined structure here. Just a few just random blocks and stuff about the place that just helps out with the sort of ruined effect. This is where I was getting a bunch of resources and stuff while I was waiting for more purple to grow. So yeah, there's a little like mini strip mine down there, which has actually been rather fruitful, I will say. And I must make sure I take all them resources back with me to Spawn Island. That's it. Essentially, this is it. So I have another tower here, some more purple stuff. Some more purple stuff that I have to take with me, a few little structures. But yeah, you know, this island, I mentioned, literally the only purpose it serves is just to house the portal, and then have access to the end portal over here. I'm just going to take another quick look at the end portal, because I didn't really show you it too well. Let's have a look underwater. I know YouTube doesn't show underwater very well because it's quite dark, but you know, nothing particularly special about the structure. It's just like a cylinder, and I've kind of just added bits to it. Little random blocks. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. Fancy bridge here, which, you know, bridges are one of my favourite things to do in Minecraft. Kind of weird. Kind of weird. Yeah, we've got this little bridge over here up to... Yeah. So we have these, like, kind of ducts pouring water into this cylinder structure. You know, it's a shame that I couldn't pull off the whole vortex thing, but like I mentioned, I do have ideas for that in a future video anyway, so we'll try that again, and hopefully next time will be a little more successful. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Next episode, okay, I haven't used my elytra because I don't have any rockets, and I need to make rockets. I need gunpowder. So, next episode, I think I'm going to have to create some sort of creeper farm. Now, luckily, I do have various designs in mind, so it shouldn't be too bad. So, I guess next episode, we're back at spawn doing a farm video. And then after that, we're going back to the castle, because I've got a load of ideas that I need to implement at the castle. We have the lumber mill. I need to get a lot of the layout done. And then I got a bunch of stuff for the Hoodoo hideout at some point, and then there's a bunch of farms, and I've got all of these ideas floating around my brain, and not enough time to build them. Speaking of not enough time, I've run out of time for today. So, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, leave a comment, and if you'd like to see more, click the subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.